Open your book to page 141. This is lesson 4.5. This lesson is to find a fraction part of a number. The key part to this lesson is know that the word of means multiply. Okay. So let's go to example 1. So again, this is the key to this lesson over here. When you see the word of, means multiply. So it says and when you're reading the problem, make sure you write down all your information. It says on a 20 problem test. So there are 20 problems. It says son I answered 4/5 of the problem correctly. So again, so this is how you translate. So you don't have to write this part, but I'm just writing it so you can follow what I'm doing. So 4/5 means 4/5. Of means times the problem, or the problem there are 20, right? So that's how you translate it again. So now you can go and solve, right? When you write 20, put over 1, so that way it's easier to do the cancellation. So 5 and 20 can divide by 5. So divide by 5, you get 1. Divide by 5, you get 4. So the answer is equal to 16. And you want to write problems. Okay, let's go to example 2. Example 2, you're finding the 0.3 of 25. So again, when you translate, when you read, right, you write down exactly what it says. So you write things down as you read. So 0.3 means 0.3. Of means times. 25 means 25. So in this case, probably it's easier if you go and use a decimal. So 25 times 0.3. So 3 times 5 is 15. Carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1, 7. And there's one decimal place, so over here. And so your answer would be equal to 7.5. Let's go to example 3. You're looking for 75% of 24. Okay. So again, 75% means over 100, right? So 75% means 75 over 100. Of means times. 24 means 24 over 1. Okay, so now you can go and divide. So both can divide by 25, but if you don't see it, that's okay. Let's go and start with 5. So this is 5, this is 0. So both are divisible by 5. So divide by 5, you get 20. Divide by 5, you get 15. So again, both these are divisible by 5 again. So divide by 5, you get 3. Divide by 5, you get 4. So now you got 4 and 24. Both are divisible by 4. So divide by 4, you get 1. Divide by 4, you get 6. So the answer will equal to 18. Okay, let's go to example 4. Example 4, you want to find 3 1/3% of 150. So whenever you have mixed number, go and convert into improper fraction, probably a little bit easier. So 3 1/3, so multiply, you get 9 plus 1, you get 10. So it would be 10 over 3, right? So this is 10 over 3. Now percent means over 100. So you already have a 3 already, so all you have to do is add 2 more zeros. See over here, again, this is over 100. But you already have 3, so it becomes over 300. Okay? Times 150, so it will be 150 over 1. So now notice this can cancel. Right? First you can cancel out one of the 0. Then you got 15 and 30. So divide by 15, you get 1. Divide by 15, you get 2. So now 2 and 10, you can cancel by 2. So it become 1 and 5. So answer is 5. Okay. Let's go to example 5. Example 5. Again, you read this part over here. It's Trent's weekly salary. So salary is $725. And it says his total deduction. So D, again, use a letter to simplify. That's it. Use D for deduction, right? So deduction is, okay, amount to 23% of his check. So the deduction is equal to 23 over 100, right? That's what this means, right? Of his check is $7.25. So in this case, it's probably better to go and use decimal instead of using fraction. Okay? So that's going to use decimal instead. Because when you deal with money, most likely you're going to end up with decimal. So that's going to use 0.3, 0.23. Right? Because again, to convert from percent to decimal, you move two places over. Right? So that's going to multiply. So this is equal to 725 times 0.23. So 3 times 5 is 15, carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 7 is 21. 2 times 5 is 10, write 0, carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 14. Okay? So you can use your finger, it helps you to able to do things much quicker. So go and add. And there are 2 decimal places, so 1, 2, put over here. So deduction is equal to 166.75. Okay, so that's your part A. Now for part B, you're looking for the take-home pay. Okay, so he get paid $225. Okay, but that's not his take-home pay because there's a deduction. So you have to deduction means take it away. So this is how much he get paid, but this is how much he got to take away before he can take it home, right? So you have to minus 166.75. So now when you're going to subtract, you have to borrow, right? Now when you borrow 1 from here, this becomes 4. The one you borrow, because there are 2 digits, you can do multiple digits at a time. So when you borrow 1 from here, this becomes like 100, right? You can imagine the one you borrow over here, so it'd be 100, so it's 100. So 100 minus 75 give you 25. Okay, and now again you have to borrow more, right? From here. So borrow 1, it becomes 1. Now the one you borrow from here is 10, right? So 10 minus 6 give you 4, plus a 4 will give you 8. Now over here you have to borrow again. So borrow, so make it into 6. Right? The one you borrow from here becomes 10, so 10 minus 6 will give you 4, plus the one you already have give you 5. So now 6 minus 1 give you 5. So your answer would be 558.25.